Hey guys, how are you all doing today? And today we're watching Hannibal Season 2, the finale. We are here already. The finale to Season 2 is here, and oh boy, I'm excited for this. This season has been so. It's been like a level higher than the first season. The collision course I've been waiting for is finally here. What the fuck is gonna happen? It seems like to me that Jack, Will, and Alana, they are aware of the plan to get Hannibal. And like I said, we're heading for that collision course. And that last episode was brilliant. It might have been my favorite episode of the season. This and episode 7 with Chilton were two of my favorite episodes so far. The last episode was brilliant because you had Mason Verger finally get the comeuppance he deserved after we did to Margot, and it was a kind of a close call with Hannibal, and there's a scene that was kind of parallel with Hannibal and Clarice in the movie Hannibal when Will ultimately saves him and releases him, and he kills everyone there and kills his men. And there was one scene where he says, I forgot what the guy's name was, but when Hannibal showed off his martial arts skills in his room, and he kills one of those men, he says to the other guy, you smell as bad as him right now, something like that. And that was the same line that Hannibal used in the movie. So there were some similarities there. And Mason Verger, Hannibal drugged that bitch up and did what we knew what was going to happen to Mason, but it happened so quick. We were only introduced to Mason Verger. We first saw him. We did hear of him like an episode beforehand, but to see him was around episode 9, episode 8. So this happened really quick, which means that if that happened now, that means we're going to get more of him looking the way he looked in the movie. And I'm sure he's going to want revenge against Hannibal. And that scene was brutal. He drugged him up and he completely butchered his face, and it was horrible. It was absolutely nasty. Fed some to the dogs, and I love how calm Will was when he saw it. Will was like, "Why are you feeding my dogs? What are you doing to my dogs?" He's like, "What are you feeding my dogs?" He wasn't even that shocked that he's doing it. And Hannibal and Will, we're trying to decide who should we kill him or not, or should we have mercy? And Will questioned the whole point behind the idea of mercy when he's Hannibal, and Hannibal decides just to paralyze him. I think that's kind of character Mason is. That's the better way to do it, because at the end, Margot kind of hinted that now she's the one in charge. She'd be looking after Mason, like how Mason looked after her beforehand. And I think now the dynamic between those two are different now. I think she's the one in power, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's why Hannibal did it. I don't know. I don't know. But last episode was brilliant, and he had the return of Dr. Demohi. She is back, and she's trying to give. I don't know what she was warning Jack and Will that, hey, you might think you're gonna get him, but it's Hannibal we're talking about, and he did try to kill her when she was last here. So maybe if he sees her, he's gonna kill her. I don't know. But yeah, let's just get into the finale, guys. Enough talking. Let's just get into the finale. It's time to watch the finale to this fantastic season, and let's see which is better, the season 1 finale or this finale. But yeah, yeah, yeah. My question is too: Freddie Lounge not being dead and all that. Will Will's plan for Hannibal, is it working, or is Hannibal aware of this and he's got a plan? I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen here. And if you are interested to watch the full-length reactions to the season 2 finale, you can have my Patreon where you can watch full-length reactions to all the movies and TV show episodes I watch. So let's just get into this finale, baby. Without further ado, we fucking do this, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Of course, Hannibal writes in cursive. Bless him.
I'm wearing a wire. I have sharpshooters on the roofs of neighboring houses with lines of sight to all the windows.
He'll try to kill you in the kitchen. For convenience. Make it easier to prepare the tartare. Jack won't be easy to kill. He'll be armed. He's strong, well trained.
He's playing both
He can't
sides.
hesitate.
Hannibal thinks you are his man in the room. I think you're mine.
Oh.
When the fox hears the rabbit scream, he comes running. But not to help. When you hear Jack scream, why will you come running?
To save Jack or to help Hannibal?
When the moment comes.
When the moment comes.
Will you do what needs to be done?
Interesting position for Will.
Oh, yes.
Well, justice, isn't it? Justice for all the things Hannibal's done. That's what I think. Will that happen? Knowing this show, probably not.
Will you save him for me when I'm gone?
What are you gonna say, Hannibal? Hey?
I wouldn't count us as survivors just yet, Freddy.
Counting me as a survivor? I started as a cancer editor at a supermarket tabloid.
Cancer's very lucrative media.
Ain't that the truth? New cures for cancer, cancer miracle cure. You really don't know if you're going to survive him, do you?
Just let him rest in peace.
The question is though, Will might think he's deceiving Hannibal, but is Hannibal deceiving Will the entire time? Oh shit. Fuck! Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows. So that tells me that he wasn't aware of Freddy actually being alive. So he was actually fooled by this until he has got super smelling abilities. I'm so jealous. Am I? Yeah, I am. So that plan was almost working.
We've all been poisoned.
Is she gonna say I'm sorry as well?
You saw what no one else could.
Yeah, he did.
You've set some sort of trap and you're goading Hannibal into it.
Is it gonna work? It's not gonna work now. He knows.
Sure, he's not goading you.
Especially now.
I have a concept of you, just as you have a concept of me.
Neither of us ideal.
Both of
Looks
us are too
hurt, he
curious
does.
about too many things for any ideals. We could disappear now. Tonight. Feed your dogs. Leave a note for Alana and never see her or Jack again.
If I confess to Jack Crawford right now,
I would forgive you. If Jack were to tell you all is forgiven, would you accept his forgiveness?
Is Hannibal giving him a chance right now to come clean?
To the truth, then. And all its consequences.
Oh, consequences. Hannibal is gonna be pissed. What's he gonna do? So we know the fight scene's gonna happen, but now he knows for sure that Will did not come clean. Then he gave him a chance to come clean, didn't he?
This isn't right.
That scene just though with Hannibal, he was so look at his face. He was begging Will to open up and confess to him. He bonded with Will, didn't he? He opened up with Will. He showed him who he really was, and the fact that he didn't. This is all a ruse. But that really hurts him.
They are desperate.
Yeah.
They are breaking the law.
Found them.
I'm bringing these men up on charges.
They're not going to stop.
That's why they're being brought into custody.
Jack knows what you'll think.
Ugh!
He knows what you have to do. That won't stop him from doing what he has to do.
Oh dear, here we go. Oh shit, here we fucking go. Oh no.
Hello?
They know.
Why did he warn him? Why the fuck did he warn him? And then, did you notice that's what Hannibal did to the guy Jacob Hobbs? He called him and said they know. Oh, that's brilliant. I love what they did there. Oh, here we fucking go.
I want to thank you for your friendship, Hannibal.
Oh, he's planning his line of attack.
This is the clearest moment of our friendship.
Hannibal's got some skills, man. Of course it's raining. Alana, what are you doing? This is a bad idea. Oh! What happens now? Don't cut away from this. What happens? Fuck. Dude. He's gonna bleed out.
Hannibal!
Just shoot him.
I was hoping you and I wouldn't have to say goodbye.
I was so blind.
In your defense, I worked very hard to blind you. You can stay blind.
Oh, he's giving him an option. Here, an option.
Walk away. I'll make no plans to call on you, but if you stay, I will kill you.
What should she do? Yeah, I've got a gun. Safety's on.
I took your bullets.
Oh, fuck me. Oh. Now he's doing Michael Myers. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Abigail. I'm so sorry.
I don't understand. Abigail's not dead. So Hannibal kept her hidden. For fuck's sake. Wait till fucking Will sees her. Oh no. Will is gonna be... Come on, Will. Will. Oh, Jack. Oh, goosebumps.
I didn't know what else to do, so I just did what he told me.
The power of influence, isn't it?
You were supposed to leave.
We couldn't leave without you. Can't did reverse. The teacup that I shattered did come together. Together.
Oh. Oh no.
I wanted to surprise you. You wanted to surprise me. I let you know me. See me. I gave you a rare gift. You would deny me my life.
No. Not your life. No.
My freedom, then. You would take that from me. You believe you could change me. The way I've changed you.
I already did.
What a beautiful scene, man.
Abigail, come to me.
No, run!
You can make it all go away. Put your head back.
Fuck. Took her away from him twice. If you think about it. That is so cruel. Oh, Abigail's dead. Oh, there's no way she's surviving that. So much carnage. Imagine if Jack dies and leaves Belle all by herself. That'd be so... He's wearing Will's jacket. He's wearing Will's jacket. He is genuinely devastated that Will did this. Stag. Goddamn Stag. That symbolizes his relationship with Hannibal, doesn't it? It's over now, isn't it? That part of it. So we get no answer. What happens to Jack? What happens to Alana? What happens to even Will? They're both down. They're all down and out. They're all bleeding out. I thought the FBI froze Hannibal's passport.
Je vous en prie. Madame?
Non, merci.
Demoy. Demoy. What's going on? Did they make up? How, were they always... And that was the season 2 finale. Where do I even start with this, guys? There was so much carnage, so much... So Dr. Mohi is now with Hannibal to go, I assume, maybe Florence, which is where he went to the movies. Like, why is she with him now? She was being interrogated by the FBI. She made this agreement with the FBI to, and she said all these things about Hannibal. She left, and Hannibal tried to kill her, and earlier in the season, and now they're together again. Why? I feel like I'm missing something here. Why? Is it once again the power of influence in Hannibal's part? He's great at influencing everyone who's around him. He's influenced Abigail to stay with him for all this time, the entire time. Is that why Beverly Katz was that shocked when she was in the basement? Was it because she saw Abigail? Like, it seems to me that Hannibal is great at influencing people. And he's great at blinding people too of what's the reality. Like he did with Alana. Alana said it perfectly. I can't believe I was just blind. And Hannibal says, well, in your defense, I wanted to make sure that would happen. And he had a fantastic job in that department. But what did he do in terms of Dr. D. Mohi? I guess I'll find out in season 3. But what a fantastic finale. Really saw a side of Hannibal in this episode where he was genuinely heartbroken over what Will did. We were in episode 12 or even 11, when we did see that Freddie Lounge was alive, and he is having this, he's got this plan with Jack. I do generally believe that he enjoyed the company of Hannibal. I do believe that. And Hannibal enjoyed being around Will. He connects with Will, unlike nobody else. And he had this he has similarities with Will in terms of how they view things, and he honestly believed that he was his companion, I guess. And they had this plan to leave the FBI, leave Jack, leave Alana. And when he sniffed him out with his fantastic smelling abilities and found out that Freddie Lounge was around him, which means Freddie Lounge never was killed and it was all bullshit, he was genuinely heartbroken. You saw on his face, and I love the scene afterwards when they're eating together and he gives him a chance to confess to everything. He gives him that chance, and Will doesn't. And what that tells me is, before Hannibal found out by smelling him, this plan was working. This plan of fooling Hannibal was working. He was deceiving Hannibal. It almost worked. So that line when he says, you're just like me, you're good at deceiving me, I can deceive you. That's true. But I always thought that Hannibal was going to deceive everyone at the end, and he didn't really. He didn't. He just unleashed a lot of carnage. He stabbed Jack in the neck after a fantastic fight scene. The fight scenes in this show is brilliant, especially with Hannibal with his martial arts kind of like background. And he gave Alana a choice, and he knew, he took the bullets away from Alana, so he knew he wasn't going to get shot. So he is a crafty son of a bitch. And this whole Abigail thing, I think I'm more shocked that DeMohi is on the plane with Hannibal than I am that Abigail's back. But so what ear did Hannibal use to put in Will's digestive system? Like, what was it? Still Abigail's ear? Because he said it was in the court case. You remember? What was Abigail doing this entire time? And technically, you can say now that Hannibal has took away Abigail, and has took Abigail away from Will 2 times now, 2 times. And that scene when he slits her throat, and Will is helpless on the floor, it was so devastating. It was devastating, and the music in the background was so powerful. It was so fucking powerful. He was gonna survive this. This show is a very ruthless show. Chilton's gone, Katz is gone, and obviously we know Hannibal and DeMohi are not gone. Abigail is definitely dead. So who do you think is gonna make it to 3rd season? I don't think Jack, Will, and I don't think all of them are gonna make it to the 3rd season. I'll be very surprised if Will doesn't. I feel like Will's character, he's been through so much in these 2 seasons. Even though the show is called Hannibal, and it's centered around him, Will is, you can argue, he is the protagonist in this show. We have gone through a journey with him that's lasted for 2 seasons now. Compare him in the first episode of this season to now. He has made a huge transformation. In the first season, he was, I wouldn't say easily deceived, but he was being deceived by Hannibal. He was being manipulated by Hannibal. He was ultimately the victim in the first season. In this season, he is like a counterpart to Hannibal. He is on the same level in terms of being deceived and manipulation and power, ultimately. And like or not, even though he is the good guy, he does enjoy, that dark side of, killing people, and he's, that's what attracts Hannibal to Will. And I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Jack, he lost a lot of blood, and him calling Bala, and that was sad. That was, especially considering the conversation Bala had with Hannibal earlier on in the episode as well. Oh, I don't know. That was a brilliant season finale. Is it better than the first season finale? probably yes. I feel like this season was just a bigger, higher level season compared to the first one. And yes, it's similar in the sense that no one knows about Hannibal's true, no one knows what Hannibal truly is, but it's a different season in the sense that we got a different side of Will, and Will is completely unleashed in this season. And if I had to guess what happens to him now, if he does survive this, which I think he will, I do think he goes on a manhunt for Hannibal. I do honestly believe that, and he's going to get arrested as well because the FBI are going to arrest Jack and Will if they do survive this night. But Hannibal ultimately wins. Like, he wins in this episode. He wins in this season. He wins in both of the seasons. He won in the last one and he won in this one. He did. And I guess he took it out in the sense that, he's devastated about Will. He wanted Will to come, and he saw a relationship that didn't really work out. If you think about it, it didn't really work out. And I guess he lost in that way, but in terms of getting away with it and surviving everything, he won in that department. He won pretty easily, as a matter of fact. No. So if I had to guess, I think Alon is dead. I feel like Alon is going to die. And we're going to get... I don't know. I can't make these predictions. If I had to guess what happens in the next season, I do honestly believe Will makes it out. Jack and Alon are a big question mark. More Jack than Alon. I think Jack has lost a lot of blood. I don't know. It did look like he was bleeding out in that scene when he was calling Bella. I don't know, but if I had to guess, Hannibal's going to Florence, isn't he? Because that is a big place, and I know they went to Florence in the Hannibal movie, or he was there after he escaped in Silence of the Lambs. But I can't use the movies and the books as a roadmap of where the show's gonna go. It's just not gonna work. And remember, Mason Verger he's gonna want revenge too, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some of him in the next season as well. But what a brilliant season! A brilliant season that ended on a really high note. For me, this was the better season, 100%. Everything was bigger. Everything was more intense. And it was more centered around Hannibal. In the last season, it was more... There were still episodes in the season where it was focused on a particular killer. In the last season, it was more like that. The format was. But in this season, it's more Hannibal, the Chesapeake Ripper centric. And more of Hannibal and Will's relationship. A brilliant, brilliant episode. And if you want to watch full-length reactions to this, you can have my Patreon, where you can watch full-length reactions to all the movies and TV show episodes I watch. And I will see you guys next time, and stay tuned for season 3.